Okay, we're going on a quick test drive here. I have one microphone here with me in the cabin and then another one attached inside the trunk. And so hopefully that will pick up the audio of the exhaust a little bit better. The car shifts nice and smooth. It sounds amazing. Steering wheel's nice and straight. It does not shake. And then ignore the flickering right here. That's just in camera, not in person. All right, and this exhaust does crackle, so I'll try to get it to crackle a little bit here. Okay, we're going to do a visual condition report. Now we're looking for scuffs, scratches, chips, dings, any cosmetic imperfections that we can find. Now this is a factory matte paint. This is not a wrap, and the vehicle does not have any PPF on it. So it has sustained a couple little rock impacts and chips here and there, so I'll go over those as well. You have a little chip there, a couple small rock impacts, got a little imperfection there. Rest of that fender looks good. Now this wheel does have curb rash on it. That side looks pretty good. Got the blue calipers with the M logo there. You're gonna have little rock impacts, a couple little scuffs. See a chip there. The rest of that pillar looks amazing. Got the factory carbon here on the roof. That looks awesome. And here on the door handle, we have a really small scuff there. A couple minor ones. Otherwise, that door looks awesome. That one looks nice. Here on the quarter panel, it's a really small scuff of some sort there. The rest of that looks good. Checking out this wheel, you have a little bit of curb rash right there. Couple minor scuffs, a little spot there. Everything else that looks good. All right, looking at the front end, let's start with the top side here. Now you are going to have little rock impacts, and you're going to have a couple chips. I see a few scuffs right there. Got a chip there, a couple small ones. There's a really small ding there. You have a larger one here that's been touched up. Looks like the rest of the hood is clean. Headlight looks good. Got a rock chip there. And of course you're going to have some just kind of peppered throughout the front end. One right there, it's been touched up. You're going to see them down here. You have some touch-up spots here, a little bit of rash. Looks like it had the license plate cover here, and it put some small scuffs there. And then checking out the engine bay. All of this looks awesome. The intakes look amazing. All the plastic looks good. And then looking at the underhood liner, nice and clean. All right, looking at this fender, you're gonna have a couple small rock impacts. Otherwise, it looks really good. Looking at this wheel, a little bit of rash here. Couple spots there. Got a little chip on the spoke. A couple more every once in a while, but otherwise that wheel looks good. A-pillar looks nice. That side mirror looks good. Making our way down the door. That door looks nice. You do have a scratch right there. It barely catches my nail here, but I do feel a little spot there. And then we have a couple little scuffs here. Those do not catch my nail. They're just there on the surface. Got a chip right here. The rest of that door looks good. Really light scuff there. And then this wheel has curb rash on it. And looking at the back, got the gloss spoiler here. Overall, the deck lid looks nice. It is debadged, so the emblems there were removed. Nice and clean. Looking at that edge, got a couple scuffs. That one went through the paint. You do have some little indentions right there in the plastic. A couple scuffs. Got a scuff there. You got a scratch right there. A chip here. The rest of that looks good. Here in the trunk, you got a ton of space back here. And then of course it is power. All right, checking out the interior. It is a non-smoker. Looking at that door panel, got a little bit of wear on the edge here, but very minor. Memory seating. I love the ambient lighting here. Got the dry carbon. Now it does have a couple little divots, probably from the seat belt hitting it. All very minor. That lower panel looks awesome. Got some indentions here from it just touching right there, I think. That trim looks nice. Looking at the seat, very little wear there. Cushion is nice and firm. A little bit of wear on that piping and that inner edge, but the rest of that looks good. And then looking at the bottom of the seat here, a couple small scuffs. Otherwise, looks good. Here on the steering wheel, there are a few fingernail scratches right here. Top side's a little shiny, but then the rest of the wheel has that nice matte finish to it. It is heated. Those buttons look awesome. All of that looks good. Looking at that screen, nice and clean. All the dry carbon looks amazing. Now this gloss black trim, you're gonna have little surface scuffs from just wiping it off, but I don't see anything that really stands out. And then right there on the edge, you can see a couple of those divots from the seatbelt kind of chipping away. Other than that, this side looks good. Here on the front right door panel, you do have some imperfections in the leather right here. They're like little indentions, almost like they got scuffed. Got a little scuff there. The rest of that panel looks nice. A couple small scuffs down there. Looking at that trim, got a small crease in the metal. It's really hard to see. Floor mats look amazing. That bolster looks awesome. And that one's nice and clean. The rest of that seat looks really nice. All of that looks good. Underside's clean. All of that trim looks nice. Upper side of the dash looks good. And then you got the full Alcantara headliner. And then here on the back right door panel, you are missing the little trim that goes right here. A little divider, that piece of plastic. And so you're gonna see these little indentions where it was sitting. And you have a couple imperfections in the leather there. Got a couple scuffs on the carbon. That looks good. A little imperfection there, small scratch. A couple scuffs here. And then looking at the bottom side of this seat, that looks really good. Here on this top side, I think these are just some factory defects in that leather. You can see the wrinkles here. The rest of that looks good. The middle side's clean. These seats are heated. A couple scuffs on the seat back. Besides that, it looks really good back here.